Who would I be if I snoozed?
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything.
Check it out, check it out. Check it out, check it out. Remix. Check it out, check it out. Check it out, check it out. Niggas say the shop, they say
What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Bush. We're back again. Listen, man, NBA 2K23 is about to come out. I know some people will probably switch their location, whether it be tonight or tomorrow. But just to kind of give a quick vibe on it and how everything's look. Listen, there's so much information that's been coming out. A big thing that really kind of shows is like the core badge, and strategy is going to be important. But I'm just going to rewind this real fast. Like, I'm going to show you this real quick. So last year we had our two-way skill stretch 4 that we made last year. It took me about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to make that build. And as you can see, listen, he did well for me. We hit level 40 8 times out of the 9 seasons, and I just didn't deal with season 9, I just left it alone. But we hit level 40 8 times. Half of those times was a lot about basically by myself. Most people were out, you know, once they hit the legend, they were done. You know, people dropped off. That's just usually how it happens sometimes with 2K, especially if the game is not going that well. It is what it is. But if you can see here, my two-way skill stretch 4 did its work, especially in the park. I never played so many games. I played over 1,000 games this year, which is crazy for me. But we also did a lot of grinding on rec, because rec, you got the most you know, points and everything else for your badges. So it was a lot of just moving back around. But for me to play over 1,000 games of park last year, which is crazy for a game that ended up dying kind of early. So he did well. And I feel like this 2K, it's going to be basically, excuse for the noise, the 2K of this year is going to be a lot about role players. And but then also you're going to have people who are, I would say, people who are really equipped to play one role specific type of gameplay. You know, like, I feel there's going to be people that just have defensive rebounding as a big man and some breakdown simple as, like, you know, driving. That's it. I wouldn't be surprised that we'll see builds like that. We might see builds with just shooting and that's it. Like, there's some weirdos out there that will do that, and I hate to say that I say weirdos, but I've even been thinking about like me making just like a straight up one type of level player. Now he may not be great, but depending on the scheme and what's gonna happen, what I'm gonna do with him, I might be able to do some work with him. So I don't know. So I think I might test that out. But this year it's gonna be the same thing, just like my last year's player, where I'm looking to see and try to balance out as much as I can. Now, of course, the metric system changed the game and it glitched it out, and you know, you had 6'8" shooting guards playing power forward because you got interceptor Hall of Fame, all this other rebound, like, and that will probably happen again. But even though they say the metric system is not there, there's going to be people trying to get to the game to how they want to manage, and that's understandable. Listen, we've had demigods since 2K16, 17, like, in some form of matter, there have been demigods, you know what I mean? And even in next gen, as you see with the builder, it's had that in 21 regarding the 6'8s, and then 22 it kind of mixed, but you still saw a lot of 6'8, 6'9s, and you're gonna still continue to see that. But we'll see how specific and how detailed it is. But the way the builder is from last year, you couldn't get everything you wanted. You know, once you glitched the player, then that was different. But my two-way skill stretch 4 was a basic player. He wasn't glitched. And don't get me wrong, I had a glitched player, but I couldn't use him on certain times because he was, you know, a shooting guard 6'8" with interceptor. I messed up his rebounding, but still, he wasn't equipped to play shooting guard. So when I played against regular shooting guards with him, and they would just go right past me because he was slow. He was mainly just to play like the you know, 2-3, you know 3-2, hit that corner, hit that role play. But then if I went to the rec with him, it would throw it off. It would put me at shooting guard where he isn't able to really guard a shooting guard that's made decently. You know, even though I was able to kind of stop a lot of players, but he still was undermatched. But even with my regular player, my 2-way skill stretch 4, he did the work. You know, he did the work, especially against glitch players. So I feel this year, like, you really want to take your time, you know. So take your time when you're building it. As you can see with the video with Joe Knows, you can see right now, it's going to break it down real fast if Joe, you know, and check out the video.
With this, the core badge costs 0 badge points, but you have to be able to afford the badge to be able to put it as a core. So for example, right there, we can't afford the tier 3 badges after they're unlocked because we used the first 10 badge upgrades. Since we can't afford it, we can't use our core badge on that. So you have to make sure, for example, if you want a Hall of Fame badge in tier 3, you have to have at least 18 badge upgrades in that category. You use your first 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. Now you have 8 left over. You can afford that Hall of Fame badge in tier 3. Basically get a buy one, get one for free, because you could put the core badge on one of them for free, and then you could buy another tier 3 badge.
Message.
Let me show you an example of what I'm saying. Okay, so let's go back. I'm gonna rewind back. We're gonna go back. I'm changing my attributes around to give myself more finishing badges, right? Okay, end screen again. Upgrade, here we go. Equipping our badges, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put on 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. This time I'm just putting 2 gold badges in tier 2, so I use my 10. Now, I have 7 left over, right? So I can put on the gold posterizer if I want to, or as you can see, you can press triangle or you can press Y, and that's gonna allow you to put it as your core badge and use 0 badge upgrades to do that, right? So check it out. Just scroll over, I can buy it, and now I have 0 badge points available, or I can core it, use it as my core badge over there on the right side, right? Equip core badges, that costs 0 badge upgrades. I still have my 7, and I can go buy another one like Limitless Takeoff or Bully or Slithery or whatever.
And check out the video. It's a long video. Him and Bashpla got crazy long videos, but they have so much detail, and if you're really like a 2K head, you're gonna want to watch their videos. I'm just saying, like, if you really want to get a good grasp, especially when you see these guys, you know, these influencers who really kind of put emphasis on the builder, which is huge. You want to take advantage of that information. You know, there's a lot of people putting stuff out there, and it's great. You know, whoever you follow, but you want to take your time in building your guy, especially if you're not going to spend 300k VC every single time. Listen, not everybody has 300k VC just to buy. It's, you know, be realistic. You know, some people got it, some people don't. You know, so if you're really going to build your play up, you really want to take your time. You know, play around with it, use the test drive, you know, the my player test, you know, just go with it, see how it looks. But it won't be the same feel because it's not against real people. But if you're a person that plays, I'm not gonna even say casual. I'm gonna say you're like an above casual. Like for me, I'm an above casual type of player. I'm not a bum. I'm not no trash. I have skill, I have IQ. I get lazy. But again, I'm an above average guy. You know, I like to say that I feel that I'm that type of dude. And if you see most of my videos, especially, you know, videos like, you know, does winning percentage matter, which, you know, I'll make sure to put a link in the YouTube for y'all, which was a great experience because, you know, even though I had like a 40% win percentage in the rec, my boy still allowed me to play, and then I was able to show up and say, hey, yo, like, winning percentage doesn't mean shit. But at the end of the day, if you ain't playing with players, you know, you're gonna take losses like that. But, you know, I wasn't giving a fuck anyway. I was just about the grind anyway. So again, that's another story. But take your time with this builder. Listen, 2K is gonna be right around the corner. Make sure to check out that Joe Knows video. And I don't know, some of the cash, I don't know, but we'll see. A lot of people talking about this bully, and, you know, I know a lot of old heads are gonna be making post scores because they like that stuff where they want the ball in the paint and they want to mash and they want to do a you know, a flip, you know, post move, drop step, you know, and then you see the animations where they're kicking. They're pushing their elbows out. Like, it's crazy animations this year. So I think a lot of people are gonna actually really get involved in this game this year, but we'll see how it looks by December. and not even December, probably November, because November people started saying, but December you start. I think that's where you kind of key, like trying to see after Christmas hits, especially with the Christmas snoobs. You know, everyone goes after the Christmas snoobs. It's like, all right, this is fresh meat out there. So I'm gonna say December, but possibly January. But it just ranges. We haven't had a game that lasted that long in a while. You know, 2K21 with next gen, it came out December, and then people just kind of running. Then it was all glitched out anyway. 22, people were grinding, but then it was a simple grind. Like if you were good at your game, you didn't have to go crazy and play 1,000 hours, which is something that I appreciated as a dude that I don't, you know, I work 9 to 5, you know, so when I get on, it's all about my grind. I'm serious about it. Listen, I tell my boys, listen, you ain't ready to go, I'm out, because I need to get my grind in, because I'm not trying to wait for you to go eat. Like, I've had discussions like that, you know, that's just how it is. And, you know, with me, my time is important. So I need to make sure, like, if I only got 2 hours of grind, I got to get this in. Easy, and that's it. End of story, you know, so. But, yo, man, this is it. Yo, 2K's about to come out. We almost there. It looks great. I think the animations look awesome. Next gen's going to be really nice. Current gen, I might download it, but really, I'm all about the next gen. I ain't really, that's cool, but I'm a next gen head, so either way, I paid for the system for a reason. I'm not gonna downgrade my gameplay, you know. It is as it is. But yo, I'm gonna be out. Check me on the stream. Hopefully I'll be able to kind of get a grind in regarding the builder. I'm just strictly taking my time with it, so I'm probably just gonna be sitting there for a good hour and a half to 2 again, just like my first video last year, where I'm just looking to see, I need this, how do I get that? And you have to kind of have to balance it, and you have to understand that you're not going to get a bunch of Hall of Fames. You may not have a bunch of gold, but silver badges, I think, is going to be humongous. Silver badges are going to be humongous, but don't get it twisted with the bronze badges, because look at last year with bronze badges. You got a bronze chase down that was just as good as Hall of Fame. Even Hall of Fame, yeah, you got some extra whatever, but you still got some decent animations with a bronze chase down, and I saw it all the time with my guy. So, and he wasn't glitched, not my primary. So, but yo, until next time, man, y'all be safe. Make sure to like, subscribe with love, and share, and all that great stuff. I appreciate it. We trying to grow up the YouTube, but make sure to check me on TikTok at UDK_Bush. We going crazy there. We're almost at 10,000 likes on all our videos. We at 320 something followers. I'll take it. I appreciate that love. Hit the Twitter for live notifications at UDK_Bush when we go live on Twitch. And yo, man, be safe. I salute you. Stay frosty. Watch your 6. And we're almost there. Peace, y'all. Push out.